Hey everybody, Martika here and welcome to my channel. So let's talk about some patterns. If you are new here, welcome. And I hope you stick around by liking and subscribing this after you watch this video if you like what you see. And if you are returning, welcome back. So it was requested that I show some beginner friendly patterns. As you know, we are into this month's or this year's Let's Sew Blue this month, our Sew Blue challenge, where we sew anything with blue, okay, with the fabric color blue for diabetes awareness. And so I did show some in my patterns before in the last video that I did, but I definitely wanted to bring back some more. Now, I will tell you that some of these you do have to have some skill as far as like putting on buttons and maybe a zipper in, but the majority of these I'm going to show you are definitely beginner friendly. And these are also patterns that we don't really talk about a lot, and some of them we just don't talk about them anymore. So I pulled some patterns from my stash and I said, let me jog the people's memory about what they might still have in their own stash that they might have forgotten about as well. So I wanted to talk about some patterns that you can kind of wear all year long, but also definitely during this fall season that will be turning into winter really soon. So the first pattern I want to show you is this McCall's pattern. Now, this is out of print. I do know this, and some of these patterns will be out of print, but if you have been sewing for a little while, you probably do have this pattern. And if you don't, you can easily get on like eBay or Etsy and find these patterns. Someone does have them to sell. Now, this is like I said, McCall 7976. This top here was really popular for quite some time, and I'm going to move in just a little bit closer so that you can see it. Now, one of the reasons why I chose this one is because it is an all-around blouse, okay? It is one that if you are a beginner with buttons, it don't have a lot of buttons to it. As you can see, you have 3 views. You can kind of wear this all year long, especially if you get hot like me, you know, and you don't necessarily like to be in long sleeves all the time. You can definitely kind of layer this up, you know, maybe with a blazer or a jacket or something like that, or even a cardigan. So on this one, here are your line drawings, and like I said, you can see that the ones with buttons, they don't have just a whole lot of buttons. View A is the one that the model was wearing, and as you can see, there are only 3 buttons there. So like I said before, you know, if you have not done buttons before, you know, you can practice on a piece of scrap fabric or something like that, and definitely just go ahead and plug in 3 buttons to this, you know, if you choose to. Now, the fabric suggestion is crepe, challis, crepe de chine, and lawn. All right, so yeah, this is, as you can see, it is a easy pattern to do. So if you are a beginner or kind of like a beginner going into like advanced beginner, getting into buttons and zippers and things like that, this is a great pattern for you to try out. Now, the next one, I never hear anybody talking about this one, y'all. And this is McCall's 8050. And any of these McCall patterns that I show, I want to remind you that Hobby Lobby does have McCall patterns for 99 cents. I do believe they still do, because if I'm not mistaken, I think they are clearing their McCall's patterns out. So if yours have some left, they may even have some of these out of print patterns still in the drawer. So you just never know. You might just want to check them out and see. Now that's only with the McCall's patterns, but I chose this pattern because it is a vest, okay? It is a layering piece, and you can wear this all year long. As you can see, she has hers on with a t-shirt. Okay, you could also put this on with a long sleeve shirt or a turtleneck, something like that. You can, you can wear it in your cooler months, you can wear it in your warmer months as well. But a vest like this, you cannot go wrong with it because you can pair it up with so many different things, and depending on the fabric, you can simply change the look, especially if it's in something like denim. You can definitely pair it up with like a black top or any color top, some black pants and things like that, just to kind of change the look up some. And here are your different line drawings for this particular vest. And it is not listed, but I do believe that this is a fairly easy pattern to sew. And you do have buttons on some of these views, but some you do not. And on the buttons that on the views that do have buttons, let me tell you, you can easily omit the buttons if you just want the vest to stay open. Okay, you can simply do that if you don't want buttons on the pattern itself. Now, the suggested fabrics for this one is cotton and cotton blends, challis, crepe, linen, denim, gabardine, ultra suede, synthetic leather, lightweight corduroy, lightweight wool and wool blends, lightweight tapestry, and lightweight velveteen. So you can do like all different types of fabrics with this. Like I said, it is a layering piece. So yeah, take whatever fabrics you have. I mean, this is one you can even cut up a curtain, and make you a cute little vest to pair up with something. Now, this one, I know that I've talked about a few times, but I had to pull it for you, okay? This is Nomi 2046. And I have pants written up here just in case you're wondering, because I bought this in two different sizes, one for the pants, one for the top, okay? But this particular pattern definitely can wear all year long. I have even seen some people hack it and make it a short sleeve, okay, if you want to wear it in the warmer months. But as you can see, if it's fall, if it's a cool day, but not too much, say like the 60s or something like that, easily pair it up with a cute pair of slides or something like that. You can easily pair it up with your pants. This pattern does have the pants to it, and put you on some cute sandals with your handbag. I love this pattern, and I'm actually going to make this again because when I wear it, it is a very comfortable piece to wear, okay? And the details in it is just amazing. So this is Nomi ME2046, okay? Now, here are the line drawings for it. Like I said, you have your top, which is like the dress, and then you have the pants. So you can do a shorter version, not a shorter version of the dress, but yes, you can do a shorter version of the dress. Then you can do the long dress, if you prefer. Okay, so that's totally up to you. Then you have your pants as well if you want to do the pants. Now, the fabrics suggested for this is a stretch knits only, such as cotton, ITY, jersey, modal, ribbed, sweater, and for the pants, if you're doing the pants, it's a cotton blend, lightweight denim, lightweight wool blends, linen blends, stretch wovens. Okay, for the pants itself, as you can see, it is an easy pattern, so you don't have to worry about it there. All right, the next one up is one I have never seen talked about, and that is Simplicity 9271. And the reason why I chose this is simply because it's a three-piece, okay? It is a lightweight three-piece set, okay? Now, looking at, how the fact that she has on sandals, you would think that this is something that should be worn in the warmer months, but you have to look past that, okay? You have to kind of think outside the box. Now, if it was me making this pattern, I like the top. I love the loose fitting top. I do like the tank. I like the squared neckline. I like the pants, but for me, myself, I'm gonna lengthen them pants some, okay? I'm already short, y'all. I'm already 5'2", so I'm not just crazy about the ankle length pants on me. So I'm going to lengthen the pants, and that's just easy to do, is just adding some inches onto it. So I do like all three pieces, because this is also one of those that you can kind of like make a couple of, say, like tops, or a couple of the tops or pants or whatever in prints or in solids, and you can mix and match it as well. Okay, so and it also depends on the fabric that you're using, uh, due to when you are wearing it, as far as you being able to wear it year round. Now, the fabrics suggested is challis, crepe, linen types, rayon, soft cotton types. So as you can see, it does call for like your lighter weight fabrics, but I think personally that you can definitely play around with this. I would probably even try like a stable knit, with this, although this doesn't call for knits, but I personally think that it would do it for me. Okay, so it's just one of those things. Sometimes you don't know until you try it. I have made some patterns accidentally. I made a woven out of a pattern that should have been knit, and it worked out fine. I did it because I liked the pattern on the fabric, but I wasn't paying close attention to the fact that I should have been using a knit. So just understand that, but you kind of have to know what you're doing. If you are a beginner at this, use the fabric types that they do recommend. Okay, but yeah, you could easily pair this up with some cute like little booties, or if you wanted to go casual with it, I could see easily putting on some like sneakers with it, and just making it what you want to make it. So I think that this is a great pattern for that. And then here are your line drawings. This is pretty easy. Okay, the only notions is called for is wide elastic and thread, so that lets me know this is definitely an easy to sew pattern. So yeah, I think that this is a great one that's kind of been ignored throughout the time that we have been showing patterns. Now this one is an oldie but goodie. All right, Butterick 6028. Let me tell you something. Yes, it is out of print. You can still find it, I'm sure, like on eBay or Etsy or somewhere. But these pants have been made over and over and over again, okay, by so many people. I have not personally made these pants, but I was currently working on some pants, if you have been following me, with some black stretch twill. Well, those pants didn't quite work out because I did not get my measurements right. It was not the pattern, but it was me personally not getting the measurements right. So I have enough fabric to either cut those pants out again or make these, and I'm just trying to decide on if I want these or if I want those wide leg black pants. So I'm gonna make that decision pretty soon and decide. However, Butterick 6028 it's a classic and it's a staple. So if you probably have this pattern if you've been around for a minute. Here's your line drawings on it. As you can see, there's a little bit of detail of stitching because you have like more panels on this, but it's elastic. And also the fabrics that it called for is stretch twill, which is what I have, stretch poplin, linen, broadcloth. So those are what it calls for. But the notions, as you can see, although it's elastic in the back, you still have a zipper in the front, and then you need 2 hook and eyes. So from what I have heard, it's very comfortable pair of pants, very cute on. I have seen so many people make these pants, and that's why I'm debating on just doing my stretch twill in these instead of the ones that I was working with the other patterns. So we'll see, but very cute pants. As you can see, they look cute in solid and they look very cute in a print. So this is more, I would say, like of an average, because you're going to have a fly there. So if you are a beginner, it's easy, but at the same time, you probably want to have a little help with that. All right. Another one that has been kind of lost by the wayside, y'all, is Simplicity 9690. This is one, you can just create so many looks out of this one pattern that it's not even funny. As you can see, it is an easy to sew pattern. The set she has on, super, super cute. but you have your pants, you have it with the loose leg, like what she's wearing. Then you have it with the tapered leg, or the elastic leg. Oh, ankle. That's what I'm trying to say. Right there, okay? Same pants, whether you want them loose or you want them drawn in at the ankle. Then you have on your short top, which is what she has on. You can also do this as a long top with a little cold shoulder, okay? Or you can easily, close, hack this pattern, close that shoulder in if you want to. But looking at this, super easy to sew. I love the fact that this is the shirt is like 2 panels, okay, on the front. So it's not your average, just one piece in the front, okay? Very, very cute. So let's look at the line drawing. So you have like your 2 panels. You can see that you have it on the back as well. Here are your pants on the line drawing. And like we said before, it's easy. And the suggested fabrics is silky types, satin back crepe, double Georgette, soft cottons, velvet, and jersey, okay? For your contrasting, if you are doing like the leg band down here, you want like a stretch velvet, a rib knit, or jersey to bring that in. So yeah, very cute pattern that, like I said, I feel has been lost by the wayside, but very cute. Now, another one. This one still kind of gets talked about. As a matter of fact, I think that Talisha, just Creativity by T, I think that she just did a part of this pattern. I think it was the top, if I'm not mistaken. But this has been done so many times, and it's just still an amazing pattern, y'all. It's very easy to sew. Very, very easy to sew. And it's Simplicity 8982. And you have your dress, you have your 2-piece like what she is wearing, and then you can shorten that skirt in view E if you want to. It is just that simple. You have like your bishop sleeves, so to speak, a little bit shorter, but yeah, you have that detail here. And this is just a really cute set, okay? It always has been. Ever since this pattern has come out, it has been very, very popular. So let's look at the line drawings which you have here. And the only notions, you're going to use like 6 5/8 of an inch buttons if you are doing view A. That is the dress right there. You're going to need that. But other than that, you just need elastic for views D and E. Okay, you only need thread for views B and C. The fabric size for stretch knits only, which is interlock, jersey, rib knit, ITY knits, bamboo knit, modal knit, velour, and sweater knits. Okay, so those are your suggestions for your fabrics. Very nice pattern still since the day that it's come out. Another pattern is this one. I do know is out of print, but it's one that I had to show you because it's super easy, super cute, very easy to hack. I have hacked this pattern into a long sweatshirt dress, and it turned out very, very cute. Simplicity 8947. Just super easy to do. So many different views. She is wearing view D, and she is wearing view B. Okay, you can easily lengthen that all the way down if you want to make yourself a longer sweater dress that you can wear with some cute boots or tennis shoes or whatever. Very easy pattern to sew up, let me tell you. Here are your line drawings here. You have it with the hood, you have it without, you have it in different variations of the sleeves as well. So you can even mix and match this pattern within itself, okay? The fabrics that's suggested is double knit, fleece, sweatshirt fleece, terry knit as well. So yeah, this is a very good one. A very good one. If you don't have it, you'll have to go search it out to get it, but a very good pattern to have. Next one up is McCall 7122. Another staple that I don't see talked about a lot anymore. I have talked about this pattern in the past, and I'm talking about in the past, okay? But I wanted to bring this out when I came across it because this is a level 1 learn to sew pattern, okay? So this is a very beginner friendly pattern. It doesn't call for any buttons or anything like that. And you have some variations to this, okay? So you have your short sleeve dress. You also have your long sleeve dress. And then you can even just do a tunic top if you wanted to. But the plus side about this and what makes it really, really easy is the fact that it's raglan sleeves, you guys. If you know a raglan sleeve, you know it don't get any easier than that to put a sleeve on. And then in this, if you're a beginner, you also learn how to attach a neckband. This is a super, super easy pattern to do, and it's also really quick. You can definitely, even if you're a beginner, you can definitely get this pattern done in a day, all right? In a day. Here are all of your different line drawings, and it's pretty much different lengths, different sleeve variations, and there are even some leggings, okay, that you can do in this if you want to make your own leggings in this. Now, the suggested fabrics for this is a medium weight, moderate stretch knit fabric such as cotton knits, jerseys, and interlock. That's it, okay? So yeah, McCall 7122. Another one you might want to see if they got on that 99-cent sale, if there's any still in stock. But yeah, definitely a winner to have in your stash. This is one that when I saw it, I was like, that is really just a nice set, okay? I got this a while back and it's still a nice set, especially with fall being here. It just feels like fall, okay? It even feels like winter. I look at this and I think going into the office or going, you know, to school or wherever. It's just a very classy looking set here. So this is New Look 6710, and you have a top. Very cute top, I might say. Now this one does have a zipper, okay? So there's going to be some details that's not very beginner friendly. It's going to be, you know, more of a little bit advanced. And then you have a skirt, elastic waist skirt that's pretty easy to do. So let's look at the line drawings here. As you can see, you have elastic at the bottom of that top. Let's get it focused here. And then your elastic waist skirt, okay? But I do feel like if you know how to put a zipper in, I feel like this is a very easy pattern to follow. Because as far as, okay, so let's look at suggested fabrics first. You have denim, ponte, faux suede, satin, cottons, okay? That's for A. That's for view A for the top. For B, you have your size for stretch knits only. So that skirt is a knit only. Such as jersey, cotton lycra, and stretch velvet. Okay. So those are your suggestions there. As far as your requirements for notions, for view A, you need thread, you need wide elastic, and one 10-inch separating zipper. So you do need to know how to put a zipper in this one. But for view B, all you need is wide, your 5/8 of an inch wide elastic for view B. So pretty easy for the most part. But this, I am loving the look of this. So if you don't have this, you are going to have to probably get online to hunt that down. Go to simplicity.com. Okay. I know that a sale just finished, but I don't know if this one is still in print. I will be honest there. But if you can't find it, you know what I've already suggested. Go to eBay, go to Etsy, just get online, see if you can find it, if this is your style and something that you would love to have. Now, last but not least, and I pulled this one for a reason, just to show you the variations and the idea, okay, of thinking outside the box. This is Simplicity 8546. It's a very popular one that we have stopped talking about, but very, very popular. I have made this and I use it as a duster. Okay, I will be honest, I did not put all the buttons on, and that's why I wanted to show you this, is that if you wanted to use this as like a layering piece, like a duster or a overcoat or something like that, depending on the fabric that you make it in, you can do that if you know that you are never going to close it up. Okay, you can just leave, you know, your plackets as they are and not put the buttons on. Okay, but this piece right here, It's amazing. As you can see, she got it paired up with some with like some jeans or white pants, a tank, and then her really cute sandals. But just think, you can also make this a little bit warmer too, and pair it up with some pants or some leggings and like a tank and like some ankle boots or something like that. Even like some knee boots would look really cute with this. But it just pulls everything together. Add your accessories and you are ready to go. Okay, so you can wear this as a dress, you can wear it as a top, you can do a cold shoulder, you can do a ruffled sleeve, you can do any of these variations. But I wanted to show you this because of the possibilities that you can do with a piece like this. Okay, so let's look at the line drawings. Here you have here. This is, I would say, it could be an easy to sew if you omit the buttons, if you are not sewing all of those buttons on there. But for the most part, you do want to pay attention to detail because you do have like your sleeve to add on, your collar and all of that. So if you haven't done that before, you might try it out when you have time. Okay. So, but other than that, it's pretty easy if you can follow the instructions pretty well. But yeah, these are your line drawings. The fabric that it does call for is chambray, cotton types, crepe, double georgette, gingham, lightweight denim, linen types, poplin, shirtings, silky types, and of course extra fabric for plaids or one-way stripes and things like that. So yeah, this one is a great one too. So you guys, I hope that gave you some ideas for beginner patterns that you probably already have in your stash, or patterns that you already have in your stash that you simply forgot about. Seriously, y'all, sometimes I go through my book of patterns and I'm like, oh man, I forgot I had that. I never made that. I need to pull that out. Go through your patterns and seriously, it almost feels like nostalgia when you think about the fact of how you used to go into Joann's and buy these patterns and things too. But knowing that you already have some great patterns like this on hand, it just makes sewing even the more worth it. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Let me know what you think in the comments. You can definitely sew blue with any of these. So yeah, if you are liking what you see, grab that blue fabric and go ahead and make it up. And yeah, oh, by the way, even denim is blue. Okay, just to give you that little hint there. So yeah, let's talk again in the next video. I may have some more patterns coming up for you to jog your memory. If you want that, let me know in the comments if you want to see some more that you might have forgotten that you have, and you thinking about digging them out. So let me know in the comments and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.